So today I'm going to install tubeless tape on this Dura Ace carbon wheel. Installing tubeless tape is an activity that is often underestimated, and you should really take your time to install it properly. If you don't install tubeless tape properly, installing the tubeless tire may not succeed, or you may risk damaging the rim. When you increase the pressure of the tubeless tire, the pressure may suddenly leak into the rim itself. So when you don't install the tape properly, pressured air can leak into this space where it doesn't belong, and then you can damage the rim. So it's important to install tubeless tape properly. I usually use 2 layers of tape. The first layer isn't exactly a layer, but I use pieces of tubeless tape. You can see it here. I already applied them. So now I'm going to apply one layer on top of this. I use these pieces because it will save tubeless tape, and because the layer will be a little bit thinner, and you will be able to mount the tubeless tire a little bit more easy. So, okay, first it's important to degrease the surface, of course, to clean the rim. So use a strong degreaser to clean the rim. Generally, tubeless tape sticks well to aluminium rims, but less so to carbon. So you'll just have to try different brands and see which one sticks best to your rim. I usually apply DT Swiss, a tubeless tape from DT Swiss, which sticks pretty well to carbon. And this is mock-off tape, which also sticks well to carbon. So here, how do you determine the width of the tape? So So the tape should be always a little bit wider than the inner diameter of the rim. So this inner diameter is 21 and a half. So I probably need a rim tape of 23 or 25 millimeters. So I'm gonna look here what I have. 25. This is 25. And now I'm gonna test. Now I'm gonna test to see how it sticks. How it sticks to the. Yeah, I can see that it sticks pretty well. So using this rim from DT Swiss isn't a problem. Let me see if I have enough. Yes, 26. Okay. So here I have the tape that I'm going to use for this rim. So today I'm going to apply tubeless tape to a carbon rim. This is a Dura Ace C60 carbon wheel. Installing tubeless tape is an activity which is often an underestimated activity. You should really take your time to install it properly. Because if you don't install it properly, you may risk damaging the rim. Because if you are going to pressure the tire after you have installed the tubeless tire, you're going to increase the tire pressure, and when the tubeless tape isn't correctly installed, pressured air can leak into the rim and can damage your rim. It's not uncommon that a carbon rim explodes because of this. There's a little hole, usually there's a little hole in the rim, you can see it here. This is designed to allow accumulated water into the rim to pour out, but you can also use it as a safety valve when you are mounting tubeless tires, because if air leaks into the rim, you can feel it here when you're pressuring the tire. So once you feel air flowing out here, you have to stop and move the wheel a little bit to make sure that the sealant will spread. And if you don't feel any airflow, you can continue to pressure to inflate the tire. Okay. So of course the surface should be clean, should be free of dirt and grease. So use a strong degreaser to clean the surface. Then test the tape you are going to use. Test the tape that you want to use to see if it sticks well to the surface, like this. If it doesn't stick well, you can try to clean it again. You can also try to lightly sand the rim, or you can use a so-called adhesion promoter that you can apply to the rim, and this will increase the stickiness, so the tape will stick better to the surface. I'll show you here an example. So for this rim, I probably don't need this product, and I don't need to sand the surface because I already tested. I just tested it. The tape sticks pretty well to the rim. I usually only use this adhesion promoter when I've built a set for a client and I have to send it by post. So when I want to make sure that the rim tape will stick well to the rim, because I don't want the customer to open the box and see that the tape has come off. So if I want to ensure that the tape will remain tight to the surface, I will use this adhesion promoter. Now the width of the tape should always the tape should always be a little bit wider than the inner width of the rim, of course. So the inner width of this rim is 21.5. So the rim tape should be 23, 24. I here have a roll of 25 millimeter wide tape, and this will be perfect for this rim. So when we are applying the tape, we need to make sure that there are no air bubbles under the tape, no folds. Okay, I'm almost ready to apply the tape. So I begin here. So with my thumb, I push the tape into the channel of the rim bed. There's a channel in the rim bed which is designed to give the tire more room so that you can mount the tire more easily. So now I will wedge the rim between my shoes. With one hand I hold the tape here, and then I'm going to pull the tape pretty tight, and I'm going to push it onto the rim. And now I'm going to, with my fingers, I'm going to push the tape. I push the tape really firmly into the channel. Now, pull the tape tight and push the tape into the channel. And just proceed slowly. just bit by bit. Again, pull the tape tight and push the tape into the channel. Pull tight and push the tape firmly into the channel. Okay. Here's the valve hole, and you can just overlap the other end of the tape. So make sure that also the last part of the tape is tight. Now push the tape everywhere firmly onto the rim bed. Hi, how are you? Thanks for watching. Then check if the tape is mounted well. You can see it sits nicely into the rim bed. The width is perfect. Where are you from? America. Okay. How did you end up watching my stream? It just came up while you were watching some shorts. Okay. Okay. So I thought it would be interesting to make a stream about applying tubeless tape, because most people think it's easy, but it isn't. It isn't that easy to mount it, to apply it properly. No, this is a bike wheel. This is the hub, spokes, the rim. So, I'll tell my story one more time. I've just installed tubeless tape to this carbon rim. To install tubeless tape properly, you should take your time, because it's not so easy as some people think it is. If you don't install this tape properly, you can damage the rim, because after you have installed the tubeless tire and you begin to inflate the tire, air can leak under the tape into the rim and can damage the rim. The rim can explode. So you have to make sure that the tubeless tape is installed properly. In most carbon rims there's a hole here. You can see it here. This hole is meant to, when there's water in the rim, this hole allows the water to pour out. But you can also use this hole as a safety valve. When you have installed the tubeless tire and you begin to inflate the tire, you should feel here if air is pouring out. If you feel air here, it means that air is leaking under the tubeless tape into the rim. So you should immediately stop inflating the tire and move the wheel in order to spread the sealant, and at some point the airflow may stop, and then you can continue to inflate the tire. But you should really take care if you feel air coming out here. Before installing the tape, you should of course degrease the rim. There should be no dirt. Use a strong degreaser to clean the surface. And then you should test the tape. The tape that you want to use, test it on the surface. If it doesn't stick well, you can sand it a little bit, or you can use adhesion promoter, as it's called. With this product, you increase the stickiness of the surface, and that will allow the tape to be more firmly attached to the surface. But if you decide to sand the rim or use this product, you should do it outside, because this product, the fumes of this product and the dust, carbon dust, are not particularly healthy. So you should go outside to do that. I usually use 2 layers of tape. First I use little pieces, and then one entire turn with the tape. I usually use DT Swiss tape, which sticks pretty well to carbon. Tubeless tape typically sticks well to aluminium, but less so to carbon. So you should take care to choose the right brand when you have a carbon rim. You should always use tubeless tape that is wider than the inner diameter of the rim. So if the inner width is 22, let's say, you will have to use a rim tape of 25 or 26 millimeter wide. And if you want to know how to install it properly, you have to wind back the video where you can see how I've applied the rim tape. So it's important to pull the tape really tight and to push the tape into the channel here. So if you want to see how I did that, you have to wind back the video and your car does cars, okay. I watched my dad change the oil or gas. It has a particular name. Changing the oil and gas has a particular name apparently. Ah, okay. So your dad is a mechanic. Okay. Clear. Okay, that's all for this stream. I'm going to stop it. Thank you for watching, and if you if you just tuned in, you can go back to the beginning of the live stream and can see how you install tubeless tape properly. Thank you for watching.